Have you ever wondered if there's something hidden from you? Something that, if revealed, has the power to completely change your life, your trajectory, the way you see the world. What if I told you that there's an ancient secret about to be revealed to you, something that has been kept for generations, waiting for the exact moment to be discovered? This is not just a story. It's not a coincidence. There is a force, an invisible energy that has always been around you, guiding your steps without you even realizing it. But in order for you to truly understand the impact of this, you need to stop for a moment and listen carefully. Because what's about to be revealed is not just an answer to your doubts, but the key to everything you've been searching for. Maybe you feel like your life is at a crossroads, where things don't seem to fit together completely, and you find yourself wondering, what else do I need to do to achieve what I truly desire? The answer is here. And it's closer than you think. An ancient revelation is about to happen, something that will touch your heart and make you see everything in a completely new way. Get ready to discover the secret that can transform your life because the moment of revelation has arrived. Have you ever stopped to think about why some things just don't seem to happen for you? Why, no matter how hard you try, there's something invisible holding you back from achieving what you truly want. Maybe you're feeling stuck in a cycle, where despite your efforts, doors keep closing, and answers remain distant. But what's happening behind the scenes of your life may be much more complex than you realize. There is a force, an invisible energy that influences your choices, your actions, and even your emotions. This force may be subtly pulling you away from what you most desire, not out of malice, but because there's something inside of you that hasn't yet been awakened. Something that is being ignored or underestimated. You might not see it now, but there's something much greater at play. Something much deeper. And this has been affecting every one of your decisions. Every doubtful thought, every fear that arises, every hesitation that prevents you from moving forward is connected to this. The problem isn't you, but the way you've been looking at your life and interpreting the challenges. You've been allowing yourself to be guided by something that, at its core, isn't leading you to your true purpose. The conflict here is simple, but powerful. You've been conditioned to believe that you are alone in this process when, in reality, the solution has already been inside you, waiting to be awakened. This battle, though invisible, is real. And it's crucial for you to understand that you're closer than you think to finding the key to the change you've been seeking. Now, imagine for a moment that there's a presence, a greater force that has been watching your journey. It's not something distant, nor something abstract. It's here, by your side, closer than you think. You don't see it, you don't feel it physically, but its influence is deep, silent, like a soft current flowing through everything around you. This force has been a constant presence in your life all along, from the moment you began questioning your choices, your struggles, and your own limits. It has been trying to communicate, to guide you, but it needs something from you, your attention and your collaboration. Have you ever felt, even without explanation, as if something was directing you, as if, somehow, you were being led to where you need to be, even without understanding why? That is the sign that this force is working within you. You are not alone in this process. As you seek answers, it has been preparing the ground for something bigger. But there's one detail: for this help to fully manifest, you need to make a choice. It's not enough to just wait. The decision to trust, to surrender to what you cannot see but feel, is the crucial step. And it's at this moment, when you accept this silent intervention, that the path begins to open before you. What this force needs from you is not a physical or mental effort. What it needs is for you to choose to believe that there's more at play than what your eyes can perceive. When you allow this trust to enter your heart, when you decide to act in harmony with this presence, everything will begin to align. What you need now is not to keep fighting alone, but to recognize that there's something inside of you, and around you, ready to be revealed. It all depends on your choice to act in union with this force that has guided you this far. Now, the situation begins to take on a new dimension. What once seemed like a simple challenge, something you could overcome with time, now transforms into something greater. The tension you feel inside starts to grow, as if there's an invisible pressure, something pushing you to make a decision. Imagine, for a moment, that there's an invisible wall in front of you, a barrier you can't see, but feel with all its intensity. You feel the weight of this wall with every movement, every step you try to take. It's there, between you and what you desire most, but you can't understand what's blocking you. This is the critical point where many people stop. They look at this wall and think there's no way through. But here's the big secret: this wall is not impenetrable. It's not a solid, unchangeable barrier. It's a reflection of something you don't yet fully understand. It's made of your own doubts, your insecurities, everything you believe is impossible. But here, the silent intervention begins to intensify. As you look at this wall, a presence begins to act behind the scenes, moving pieces you didn't even know were there. It's preparing the ground so you can overcome the obstacle. The only thing missing for this to happen is your action. The wall won't disappear on its own. It needs you to make the decision to move forward. True strength lies not in what you see with your eyes, but in the trust you can place in something greater than yourself. Now, imagine that, as you take a step toward the wall, you realize that it begins to slowly dissolve. Not because you've found a magical solution, but because your decision to act, to move forward, activates the force that's been waiting for your collaboration. The tension inside you builds as you approach, and the sense that you're about to do something big, something transformative, grows. You know you're at a turning point, where everything can change, but only if you act. And the question that arises more intensely is, are you willing to trust that this wall is not permanent, but a test, a preparation for the next phase of your journey? The decision is in your hands, but it will only be made when you recognize that the force by your side can only help you when you choose to act, take the step, and trust. Now, you arrive at the most important moment of your journey. The weight of the choice is on your shoulders. The pressure you feel in every thought, in every breath, is the proof that something transformative is about to happen. You can feel the path ahead of you. It stretches out before you, but there's a fork, a choice. On one side, is the path you already know. It's safe, predictable, comfortable. Yes, there are limitations, but it's familiar. You've been here before. On the other side, is the unknown, the path that requires courage, that challenges your deepest beliefs and fears. This path may seem scary, but it's also the only one that leads to what you truly desire. And now, this is where the real decision happens. You stand before two options: and your choice will not only affect the next step, but the entire direction of your life. You've come this far. Your journey has brought you to this point, and now, the fundamental question is, what will you do with the opportunity in your hands? The decision is entirely yours. No one else can make it for you. It's easy to look back and think that other circumstances, other people, could have helped guide you. But the truth is, no one but you has the power to decide what you will do now. Fate, transformation, the future, all of it depends on your choice. You know what you need to do, but doubt, the fear of failure, the hesitation to make a mistake, all of that is trying to stop you. But remember, doubt is not the enemy. It's merely the reflection of your fear of the unknown. When you choose to move forward, even with fear, you transform that fear into strength. When you choose to act, even without guarantees that everything will work out, you embrace the power of your own decision. Think for a moment, what would your life be like if you didn't make this decision now? What would you lose? What doors would remain closed? This is the moment that separates those who only dream from those who truly live their dreams. You stand before the opportunity to change everything. And the question is, are you ready to act? Are you ready to decide who you want to be from now on? When you make this decision, there will be no turning back. The path will open before you, and the journey of transformation will begin. This is your moment, your chance to take the next step. What will you do with it? And here we are, at the final point of this journey, where you look back and realize that everything up until now has been a prelude to this moment. What you've chosen, what you've decided, is about to define the future in a way that you may not fully comprehend right now, but that will be felt in every part of your life. What you haven't realized up until this point is that by deciding to act, you're not only creating change within yourself, but you are also shaping what will happen around you. Every choice you make, every step you take, has the power to impact the world. Your world. The future you long for is not somewhere far away, waiting to be found. It's already here, right in front of you, waiting to be built, step by step, with courage and determination. You've already taken the first step, now, you just need to keep going. The force that propelled you to this moment is not something that will disappear. On the contrary, it will grow, strengthen, and intensify as you continue on your journey. You may still have doubts. You may still be trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together. But the truth is simple, you are not alone. You don't need to have all the answers right now. What matters is to keep moving forward, trusting the process, and believing that, as you take each step, the path will be revealed more and more. Remember this, you have the power to transform your life. No matter where you are now, what matters is the decision you made, the step you took, and the path you've chosen to follow from now on. The future is waiting for your action. And it could be much bigger than you ever imagined. The ancient secret that was hidden is now revealed to you. True transformation begins when you choose to believe, act, and trust the process. The world around you will begin to change. Because, by changing your life, you change the world. And now, with the weight of this decision, what will you do? What will you create? Because the journey is just beginning, and the next step is yours to conquer.